Hi all, my name is Richard. This is a lazy week in Bali itinerary. Hopefully for those people who just want a bit of a break in another country, this video is for you. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so before I get started into this itinerary, just don't forget that you can always mix and match. You can mix and match different options and stuff like that, but this just gives you an idea what to get started. However, you can literally copy this entire itinerary that we did, so it's really up to you. But firstly, we had a market day. Now, obviously with market day, and depends on what markets you want to choose, but we were in Ubud, so we obviously checked out the traditional art markets. We also checked out some of the markets nearby, as well as some of the markets in Kuta. But having a personal driver in this case is really useful because he took us around wherever we wanted to go, and we organized food locations depending on the day. So for example, for lunch, we went to Ubud and went to the markets and had lunch there, and then we went to Kuta for dinner and we checked out the markets there. So make sure you plan at least that. But here's some options on the screen. We checked out some of the markets, obviously, as I mentioned. Traditional art market, pretty interesting to look at. Depending on how long you want to take and depending if you're going to buy stuff, I think you only really need a couple of hours, to be honest, to get through that. We did buy some stuff, so my friends bought, a wooden dragon thing, and he took it back home. He got through Australia customs, so honestly, you can take anything back home, to be honest. And my friend took some tea back home. So yeah, in my opinion, have a market day. Really nice to check out some of the local markets, and I have some options here. I'll put some options down in the description so you can check them out. And yeah, make sure you just have one day that you can go to the markets and see what's up. Number 2 is a spa day. Now, obviously, not everyone likes spas or massages and stuff like that. So obviously you can, take it out and put something else back in. But the ultimate lazy week, you need to have a spa day. So we had massages at our villa as well during the, off times when we were just relaxing in our villa. But we had a full spa day, couple hours of just pure bliss, pure massages, and just spa services. And it was really nice. We chose the Zahara spa, but you can go even more bougie or even more cheaper depending on what you want and what your budget is. So obviously it really depends, but TripAdvisor has some of the best recommendations. We chose Zahara, sorry if I'm butchering the name, based off recommendations, but obviously you can choose depending on what you want. But if you're just copying my itinerary, go with Zahara. It was pretty nice, and honestly there was nothing wrong with it. It was awesome. My mate fell asleep during the massage. I didn't, because I really wanted to just experience it, and generally I always fall asleep during massages, so I tried my best not to do it. So yeah, definitely check out Zahara if you really want to just follow my itinerary. But obviously make sure you can check some of the other ones. There's like one in Dubai traditional massage which had really high ratings and looked really nice, even more bougie than the one we chose. So it really depends on you how you want to do it. We also did the massage at Clear Cafe, but I wouldn't choose that one because there are a lot of roosters around and they're really loud. So yeah, I would probably say no to that one. But a Clear Cafe is a really nice cafe to visit if you really want to check it out. But yeah, in my opinion, have a spa day. Okay, number 3 is having a landmark or Expiration day. Now, obviously, this is a lazy itinerary, so I didn't put anything, going to, waking up early and going to a volcano tour. So, in my opinion, that you can do that stuff if you want, and you can add it in if you want, but this is a lazy week, and so we did stuff like, for example, in Ubud, we had the monkey forest, you have the Goa Gaja, which is the elephant caves. Definitely all things you can do in a couple hours, and it's not too hard. It's not hiking or anything. You can, there's certain things you can do in Bali where you can hike for a couple hours or even more than that, or half a day. But in this video, I'm just going for some pretty chill stuff. And obviously you can do other stuff. I put it in the description below. Take a look. There's a ton of stuff you can do that are pretty chill. Generally, most of it is just you're grabbing there or you're having a private driver take you there. You look around, take a look, take some pictures, explore a bit, and then you can leave. Takes a couple of hours max for some of these. So yeah, I have an Expiration day, because why not? You're in a different country, you might as well do it and just check out the landmarks in the country. But yeah, definitely these options are not intense walking or anything like that. A bit of walking obviously, but a bit more chill. So yeah, hopefully these options give you some ideas for your itinerary. Okay, so this can be ripped or replaced with something else, but in my opinion, having a beach day or a water park bomb day. So this is just a water park, one of the best water parks in Asia. In my opinion, you should definitely check it out, but having a beach day is fine as well. It's depending on you. If you're staying in a resort, you might even have a private beach. But water park bomb was a really fun experience. You obviously have some of the extreme rides where you can, you're tossed and turned and, you're chucked down a vertical tube. But if you don't want to do that stuff, just go chill rides. Go with the lazy river. It's literally called lazy river because you just lie on a tube and go around in circles. It's actually pretty relaxing. Some of my friends were on it for like 1 or 2 hours. And in my opinion, rent a gazebo. So we had a private gazebo, basically in a private area. We had, a locker or a safe, so we didn't need to rent our own lockers. And just, we had someone we could call and get food and drinks without needing to, go to the food court. So in my opinion, definitely a really nice pickup. But get a normal gazebo if you just don't have a large group or you're going with a couple, for example. But in my opinion, Water Park Bomb, a really nice place to visit. And it might not be in itinerary of a lazy traveler, but honestly, we made it lazy. Like half the time we were just napping in the gazebo. So yeah, really up to you how you can make it lazy if you really want. But obviously having a day where you bit of pumping your blood up is always good to have. But if you don't want that, just have a beach day as well. Beach, obviously lying on a beach is the same thing as well there. So yeah, really up to you how you want to do it. But in my opinion, do one of a beach day or some kind of water park day. In this case, Water Park Bomb. Okay, so in my opinion, having a shopping day is always fun. Obviously, you can go to markets, but having a normal shopping center day is always good as well. I like checking out the shopping centers, especially in other countries, because, it's fun to check them out. I really enjoy, for example, some of the shopping centers in Tokyo and Japan, but in Bali, there's some pretty good ones as well. We were mainly in Kuta for these, so for example, we went to the Beach Walk shopping center. We also went to the Discovery Mall and one more other, which I'm going to scroll down here to check, called the Mall Bali Galleria. I would probably put that one on the bottom and the Beach Walk shopping center on the top. Definitely check out the Beach Walk shopping center. Really nice place to visit. Super bougie, super really cool, honestly. But make sure you do the whole loop because there's a huge area once you complete the loop. If you just, there seems to be only like one floor, but it actually opens up to a couple of other floors. But yeah, really nice shopping center. But in my opinion, just a nice day to spend half a day in there. It's kind of like not really aircon, but it's still pretty cool. Under the covers. A lot of shops to visit, a lot of Western shops. So obviously some shops you might see in back home, depending where you are. But in my opinion, just really nice to just hop around. We did basically shopping mall hopping around the area. The only thing is you do need a mask. A lot of these shopping centers won't let you walk around without a mask. So you need a mask to remember that. But yeah, once I have the suggestions below in the description as mentioned. But I would recommend the Beach Walk shopping center. Okay, so that's it. So honestly, that's pretty much all the days, and we pretty much combined it with food during every lunch or dinner visit and stuff like that. I had the options below. There's a ton of food in Bali. Really depends on what you want to eat, traditional or more Western food. But I have some of the options below which I recommend that we did eat. So yeah, check them out in the description below. Make sure you check them out. In my opinion, Naughty Newies, definitely check them out. It's ribs. So obviously not very Bali or not very local, but really cheap, honestly, and really nice and huge portions. So that's my #1 recommendation. Check out Naughty Newies. But there's other food options I put into the description. So yeah, take a look in the description. There's a ton of stuff to check out. I put in the recommended which ones of each day. But hopefully that gives you an itinerary of what to do for a week. And hopefully this video helps you to plan a lazy week, the one that you deserve for a little break after all the hard work you're doing right now. So yeah, hopefully this video helps, and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next in my travel vlogs. Thank you.